And we begin tonight with a tragic story. A little boy from the Bronx gunned down while vacationing in the Dominican Republic.
According to his father, the plane had just touched down minutes before the bullets started flying.
And as you can imagine, his family back here at home is in mourning. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles just spoke to the boy's uncle. She's live in the Tremont section with the latest. Darla?
Sade, there are multiple levels of trauma here. Not only do you have a 9-year-old boy who was shot and killed while he was on spring break going on vacation, but the uncle says his father's best friend, a friend who was like a brother to him, set him up and was the ringleader in this robbery gone bad.
For what we know, he went to a vacation with his family for 5 days. He was not expected to something was going to happen like that for somebody that he knows for so long.
It's spring break, and this is a picture of a doting father and son at JFK Airport awaiting departure to the Dominican Republic for 5 days. But just 30 minutes into his trip, 9-year-old Gioser Luis Feliz was shot in the head and was killed.
Remember, when you go to a vacation, you're going to spend money. So whoever's over there, they don't know if you carry $100 or you carry thousands of dollars. So they're trying to rob you to find out where you had them.
The family says one of the father's best friends, Tomas Peña Morel, set him up to get robbed upon arrival in DR.
He was the one helping him out to go to the hospital. He was in the surgery for the kid. He was the one who went back to the father and told him, yeah, he passed away, so sorry, crying.
There are 11 people in custody. 6 men have been arrested and charged in connection to the attempted robbery and murder, and 5 women are being detained and questioned. Investigators say when the 32-year-old father, son, and girlfriend left the airport in Santiago, they were followed by men driving who flashed their guns trying to force them to pull over. Instead, the driver sped up to try to get away. That's when the suspect started shooting. His father said, "I just looked back and saw my son bleeding out." After the arrest, the president of the Dominican Republic tweeted, "I have been following up on the case," and said now justice must be ensured in the courts.
His son was on vacation, so he trying to spend time with his son. Like he trying to, for the second time, bring him to the yard, and he want to take the kid to his mom.
Again, just so many layers of tragedy here. Gioser was going to see his grandmother for the second time in his life. And I just want to emphasize what the family said about the ringleader, the accused ringleader, that they say, Tomas Peña Morel. They say as soon as the shooting happened that he was consoling the father, went to the hospital with him. He was at the hospital when he passed away. And then the next day when they went to the police department to get an update on the investigation, that is when Peña Morel was arrested right there in the father's presence. So they are mourning that. They are mourning Gioser. There was a wake today in the Dominican Republic. A funeral will be held next week here in the Bronx for Gioser.